Happy New Year and welcome to 2022. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Notando and I make videos on construction, lifestyle and travel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning back in. Don't forget to like the video. Thank you. So on today's video we are going to do what I did last year. I feel like I'm doing these like too quickly, like it feels like I just filmed this one last year, but last year I did like a year-end review, which is 30 questions everybody should ask themselves going into the new year, and this is my video. So I've got 30 questions. Like last year, I'll put the link in the description, and you can also maybe ask yourself the same questions. It's a good way to reflect. First question is, what did you do last year that you've never done before? Traveled to two countries that I've never been to before. So I traveled to Kenya and Zanzibar. If you follow me, you know the videos, you've seen the vlogs. Did you keep your New Year's resolutions? Predominantly yes. The biggest one I did keep, so I'll say yes, I did. What was your biggest achievement? My biggest achievement was taking the career break. It was scary, but I did it. For me, that was my biggest achievement. I never thought I would be that brave. So that was my biggest achievement. What was your biggest failure? My biggest failure, I don't know. Winners don't fail. I actually don't know. What is it? Maybe neglecting decades apart. I'd say that. I don't think I put in as much effort as I did in 2020. What was the best thing you bought? The best thing I bought is this little baby. Camera. The camera that I'm filming with. Yo, it was expensive, but it was expensive. But I did it and I bought it, so that's the best thing that I bought this year. It's the camera. What song will remind you of last year? Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. I can't dance. I love the beats and everything on that song. Yes, that's 2020. That's the song. I mean 2021, sorry. Did you fall in and out of love? I never liked this question. I didn't fall in. I had both. I didn't fall out of love. I didn't fall in love. I just lived. What is the best book that you read? Oh, Green Lights. If you want to. We got the green lights. Because that's the only book review that I did, but I really enjoyed that book. What is your favorite film? I can't think of anything, and the one thing that sticks out the most is Malcolm and Marie. I enjoyed it, even though I fell asleep maybe like the 2 times that I was trying to finish it, but I enjoyed it. It's like I enjoyed the artistry, I enjoyed the visuals of it, I enjoyed the conversations. It's literally just 2 people in a room arguing in a toxic way, but it's also very realistic. Like it was a good one. Well done, Zendaya. What was your favorite meal? My favorite meal this year, did it change? It kind of did. Like when I went back home, obviously I was eating more home cooked foods. There's no Uber Eats. It was a very small town, kind of in the bundus. I actually even lost a bit of weight because I was eating healthy homemade food. I'll say my favorite meal was like a pack of noodles. Like I will revamp and do noodles in so many different ways. I love noodles. Like, what did you do on your birthday? Oh, this year was so much better. I went to Gold Reef City, which is like my favorite place in the world. But I think I've outgrown it, to be honest. Sing right. I went to Gold Reef City, which is like a theme park in Johannesburg. It's got like a gold theme, because if you don't know, Johannesburg is called the City of Gold because it's a lot of gold mines. That's where gold was found initially, and that's how Johannesburg came about. So it's called Egoli, or it's in the province called Gauteng. People say Gauteng. Gauteng, which means where the gold is. So Gold Reef City is a theme park just themed around a gold mine. I love it there. I had a good time. I went with my friends. I'm gonna call them friends because they're my friends now. They're not my ex-colleagues. It was so much better than last year, I'm not gonna lie. Lost, I mean, so much better than 2020. 2020 scarred me. So that's what I did on my birthday. What kept you sane? What kept me sane was this channel, to be honest, and the researching that I did literally kind of kept me like my mind occupied. My mind wasn't like overdrive and absorbing information that I want to absorb, and also just focusing on what I deem to be the bigger things in life. That's what kept me sane. Who was the best person you met? Ooh, I've got two people for this answer this year. The first one is Ntabi. She's cool. She's my friend's cousin, actually. So it's the first, like, I've always heard about her through my friend. Obviously, it's her cousin. But this year, like, I got to hang out with her like twice or three times, and very cool person, very cool vibes. I think we get along, and sometimes we like tease my friend, which is kind of funny. But yeah, like her family, actually her entire family. This girl, like, she puts me through in such odd situations. I'd literally be going to like, hey, I'm just passing through, and I'm gonna end up at her aunt's house having an all-night party. Literally, that's my life with her. So like, I'd say her family, but Ntabi specifically, and also America. I mean, I got to travel with her as well. So yeah, I met two new cool people this year. If I met you this year and I didn't mention you, you suck. I'm joking. That is so childish. But yeah, if I met you this year, and I'm not mentioning you now, I mean, you're great too. Ding. What did you do? What did you change your mind about? I can't think of like big things that I've changed my mind about. Nothing. Who should you thank for what they did for you last year? I would like to thank the family, the friends, and the people that I met. You guys have been great to me. Yeah. Yes, that's so generic, but yes. How well did you take care of your body, mind, and soul? I did a great job. I did a great job in 2021. I mean, when the career felt like my brain is going to explode, I took the break. There's a point when I now came back to the industry and this place that I stay here right now. I literally, like, every evening I'll take a bath and add salt bath and just soak myself in there. I even feel like my skin feels smoother, because that's one thing I'm not compromising on. And it's like a really nice time to just chill, reflect, and just like be. Like, I love it. So I think I did a good job this year. I'm also drinking more water, so pretty much a good job. Good job. Good job. I do my inner work. I try to reflect. I do pray. Yeah, I even have like a skincare routine now. I never really, like, always glossed over that, but now I do, and I see the difference. And I bought face sunscreen because apparently you can't get rid of acne scarring without face sunscreen. So I think I'm doing well. Obviously, like, it's a work in progress, but I think I'm taking care of my mind, my body, my soul pretty well. I think I did very, very well in 2021. When did you feel the most alive? I felt the most alive when I did the Expression show. I hate that everything that makes me feel the most alive has to do with media stuff. So I remember the previous year it was that whole Pick and Pay campaign. This year it was the Expression show. I love it. It was exciting. I felt very aligned. Like, I always feel aligned when I do stuff like that, which is exciting for me. Have you been unfair to anybody? I'd say no, but I have been made aware of being unfair. Or, you know, when you like when you have a relationship with somebody, I'm actually talking about family right now. When you have a relationship with like your family members, you guys grow up together, you get to a point where you guys are experiencing life together and you think that you're on the same page. But then this year I was made to know that the other person wasn't on the same page, and all these experiences that I was seeing in a certain light, they saw in a very different light. It was hurtful, I'm not gonna lie. But sometimes you think you're having a great time. Like, let's say you're on a roller coaster and you think it's exciting for everybody, but someone else could be suffering from that experience. So this year I learned that maybe I could have been unfair to somebody else because I didn't know that that's how they felt. So yes, I think I have been unfair to them in that sense. Don't get emotional, Lutando. Yeah, okay, so who do you need to forgive? this is now piggybacking on the previous point. It's the same person. I feel like how they brought up the issues or how they felt like growing up and everything like that. I feel like they could have packaged the delivery of I'm gonna look so ugly. I'm gonna edit this out. I feel like the way that they then expressed themselves and how they feel and how they felt like they were wronged and things that we could have done, I feel like that could have been done differently. I feel like the packaging of it was so disrespectful and hurtful to me and my family. So I feel like as much as I've now that with the information that I have, I felt like we've wronged them. The approach in which it was done could have been packaged way better, in a more tasteful manner, in a less disrespectful manner, and in a more, I don't know, mature way. But I guess you can't ask for maturity from, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I'm angry. You know when you're like, you feel sorry for the person, but you're also upset at how rude and disrespectful and hurtful the delivery was of what was being discussed, was handled. So I feel like that could have been handled differently, and I'm upset at them, and that's who I need to forgive. Moving right along, because wow, these questions feel like therapy. How can you be kind to yourself? I think I can be kind to myself by allowing myself to rest. As much as I think I'm choosing rest, I'm not. It's like I'm constantly thinking of ways in which I could be productive with my time, or ways in which I could be making money, or ways in which I literally like plan out every single thing. So I think I can be more kind to myself by letting my mind rest. So sometimes you're not doing the things, but your mind is like racing on like ideas or things that you want to work on. So be kind to myself in the sense that I let my mind relax. I'm still working on that. I feel like that's what led to my first burnout that one time. What did you do that you never thought you would? I never thought I would travel to Kenya and Zanzibar, and I did. What was the best gift that you received? The best gift that I received, where is it? It's a perfume for my sister for my birthday. Thank you. My favorite perfume. I get compliments every time I go out. What is a really cool thing that you created this year? Really cool thing that I created this year, I'd say my reels. That sounds so shallow, but I really had fun making reels. Like honestly, I enjoyed making the reels. They are so cheesy, but
for just a second, think about your dream life. Imagine it. Feel it. Now come back and listen to what I'm about to say. You have the power to make all of that happen. It's probably going to take work and time, and most likely won't be easy, but it's there, waiting for you in your future if you choose to go get it. So what's your move?
The favorite thing I created. I mean, I feel like this question once answers like, I created a baby, but I didn't. So it's reels on Instagram. What was the nicest thing someone did for you? The nicest thing that someone did for me is kindness. I always appreciate like the tiniest of things. Like I can't even put them all in one list, but to everybody who's been kind to me, to everybody who has gone out of the way to like make my life slightly easier, I appreciate that. That's and I think I've thanked the people who've done things. So yeah, thank you. And if I didn't, thank you. And if you feel like you did something and I didn't, thank you. I'm gonna say thank you. Yeah, especially when I was in my career break, the checking up on me or like the hosting. I think those are like really kind gestures. Every single thing. I hope I've thanked you and thank you. What did you spend a lot of time on? This year, I spent a lot of time on doing research and traveling. Yes, that's what I spent a lot of time on. What do you wish you had done more of? Reading. I've only read one book. What is wrong with me? I've only done one book review. That is so disappointing. What is the one change you want to make this year? The one change that I want to make this year is read more. Probably diversify the content a bit more. Like there's so many times where I started vlogs and I'd literally just leave them in the air and not follow through with them. So I want to be very consistent with the content that I'm making, and also allow myself to have a bit more freedom. Like, don't feel constricted. Somebody actually sent me a DM the other day and they were like, oh, I just saw you quit your job video. Now I'm afraid that you're not going to be creating more construction content. No, I will be creating construction content. I will be creating construction content, but I definitely won't just isolate the channel to that. So I'm going to be a bit more flexible. Yeah, that's what I hope to do a bit more of this year. How did you use your space / personal time? Are you happy with your decision? Traveling, rest. I'm happy with the decision. With everything that I did with my spare time, I'm happy with the decision. Spent time with the family, traveled, rested. Which 3 words would you use to describe this last year? Brave, freedom, and purposeful. Yes, intentional. Yes, intentional. So brave, free, and intentional about every single thing that I do on my decisions. Like, I was really mindful and I went for it. So yeah, oh gosh, that last question took me out. Or the other question, that emotional question, almost took me out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it insightful. I can't wait for this new year. I'm actually really excited. I don't know what awaits me, but I'm excited. Yes. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you later in another video. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.